why is this taking so long? That now, just now, sort of transnational feminist movements are gaining steam. What took so long?
Yeah, I think it's been just a confluence of things. I think we're definitely in a moment right now. We're in a moment
And
where,
why now, right? What's
yeah, well, we're
why
in,
now?
and these roots have been laid for a long time. And then we had, we had Black Lives Matter and powerful feminist organizing there. We had Me Too, and that ignited, kind of a revolution around the world. Yeah, exactly. And so I think, success begets success, right? And so as people looked over their shoulders and said, oh, look what they're doing there. Oh, maybe I could do that too. And they start to talk more and they start to borrow strategies from each other. One of the most interesting things for me as someone who's done fieldwork in Dubai is actually just going to Dubai and seeing groups of women and feminists, so women and men from all over the world come together and share strategies of how to combat, oppression. And that, I think, hadn't been happening because people, first of all, weren't as mobile before as they are now. They weren't as networked as they are now. I mean, look at us. We're able to have this conversation. We've got people coming in from all over the world listening to us today, which is wonderful. But this obviously couldn't have happened 3 decades ago. So there's momentum, which we've got to capitalize on, definitely. There are, the case has been made in many ways, right? We've been making this case, and now I think the case is starting to be made that we're gaining some traction. So now we have to move to the next step. The case has been made. Now we've got to make the change.
So what does that look like? What's a fully scaled transnational feminism world look like?
Well, maybe it's girls running the world. In an ideal world. No, I'm kidding. I think it's a world where justice really is at the heart of everything that we do. And so that we have policies, whether it be foreign policies or domestic policies, that ask questions of justice first, that ask questions of, well, how does this impact the people about whom we're legislating? What is the lived experience of this?
For our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Children, because that's part of the idea too, is looking forward and women being so forward looking, caring whether we leave behind a decent planet,
exactly,
air, whatever.
Right. And we need to do a better job of listening to and hearing the next generations, because they're seeing things that we haven't been seeing, just like we were seeing things that, and that's why the intergenerational component of this new feminism gives me a lot of hope, because it is generations coming together instead of fighting with each other.